honestly haven't podcasted in a while, but
yeah, guys, we're not dead.
I feel so awkward. I can't think of that. Wait, I forgot I mentioned this on the podcast, but we actually had a secret first episode, no? That we filmed or recorded on Twitch, kind of. You remember this?
Yeah.
Was
yeah,
that
yeah.
during high school? Was that
yes, because
was that beginning of senior year, or was it the end of senior year?
I think it was somewhere in senior year. I don't know.
I remember it.
I think it was before senior year. Because
I feel like we talked about
Zoom and
yeah, so we were just trying to film it virtually.
yeah.
Our topic was something about senior year, or something about what we wanted out of our last year, or what we learned so far about growing up. I don't know,
something along those lines.
Something along those lines. So
only the real ones know, and by that I mean no one.
Today we're gonna talk about adulthood, or what we learned so far, how life is after high school. So, do you want to start?
Something we personally bring up a whole lot since high school ended is kind of how relationships don't. It's a lot harder to form relationships, both platonic and romantic, because where do you really meet people besides work?
Yeah, I guess we should clarify our context without exposing too much about our lives. I mean, I'll start, but you can share what you want to share. But I would say that we both didn't follow the traditional move away to college, live in a dorm full of people,
right,
and experience life as an adult that way. I feel that kind of gives a smooth transition, because you're with the group of people who know exactly what you're experiencing. You're all doing this new thing for the first time together. So we kind of, at least for me, I feel I'm still learning about my own independence, because I still live at home.
Right.
I go to school in my hometown, so it's weird having to commute, because I've grown a lot, I would say, and I've had to be a lot more independent, but at the same time sometimes it doesn't feel like it at all, because I'm still at home with my parents. I still have to follow their rules. So I feel that's a whole topic, trying to be an adult while still living at home. We can talk about it later, but yeah. So a lot of ways I feel kind of stunted, but also more context, we were seniors during COVID.
Right.
Just, half of our high school years. And so that also makes me feel stunted. But yeah, just my context.
I still feel like I'm a child in a lot of ways.
Me too.
I feel some of it's personally my fault for not going out there and doing things for myself. But it's a lot harder to do when you're just kind of you're still so used to it, and it's so easy to stay where you're at.
Damn, this is getting too real already. I'm ah.
I'm cutting this out.
But yeah, what you were saying earlier about it's hard to meet new people, or just see people your age after high school. Because I go to college, but my college is very non-traditional, so it's not typical 18 to 22 people. There are, but we have people of all ages, and so it's hard to meet people who are my age, because I don't know, I just don't run into them that often, surprisingly, or it's just hard to meet people who will stick around, because everyone's schedules are so different.
Right.
And so, I don't know, lately I keep finding myself kind of missing that comfort of just being with the same group of people every day.
Me too.
And which I totally understand why people who are in high school, because I think that was also maybe the time being I can't wait to get out of here. I'm so sick of seeing the same people and having the same routine. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's just comforting.
Yeah. It's part of having that routine and knowing who's around.
Yeah.
But now even now, I'll see people from high school, and I'm just kind of oh,
I will never talk to
you're
them.
You're still here.
Me, okay. But then on their end, they're also why is she still here? No, but yeah, I'm trying.
I don't know. I feel a part of it also has to do with the fact that we're religious.
Ooh,
because a lot of people around our age, people talk about 21-year-olds, 20-year-olds going out partying, going to clubs. Yeah. People who go out for college usually have their own nightlife stuff.
Yeah, I feel very sheltered just because the way I grew up. Because our families are very religious, so I always felt pressure to follow this certain path. And I think being an adult now is weird, because I'm still I've been going to the same church for about 10 years now. as of last month. I did the math.
Wow.
Yeah. And so now it's weird to be like an adult there because they see me like literally when I was like 10 years old. I'm like, it's so weird. Like I technically show up out of my own free will now.
Right.
Because I'm an adult, you know,
Yeah.
like the whole thing with like when you're a child, like your parents force you to go to church, they kind of go with them. Like in a way, like there still is that pressure. Like if I don't go, my parents are gonna like, you know. But technically, if I wanted to, like I drive myself to church, so I could just not go and see what happens. But I think there's a part of me that still feels that pressure as well as my own other reasons. But yeah, it's just weird. No, I agree with what you were saying earlier that how you, it's partially like our fault for not like veering off. Yeah. Some people like do a great job. They're like they know what they want. Like they're like after high school or like after this period of time where like
there's even people in my own church who like they reach 18 and they're like, okay, I want to go off and do my own thing. I want to drive my own car. I want to.
Yeah, I'm like so jealous of those people for like knowing exactly what they want. But I feel like for me, I'm just like, I just like don't even know. So I kind of just like follow the status quo or just like kind of keep on flowing with it and seeing what happens. But yeah, oftentimes like I don't like make those steps to like move out because I just don't know where I want to go.
Right.
So it's easy to get stuck because like the fact that it's been 2 years out of high school is so weird. Like so much has changed, but like I'm still kind of in the same life in some ways.
I feel like so much has changed, but there's also, I don't know, it feels, again, going back to being at home, it feels like nothing has changed at all. So I'm like, it just feels like something's missing now.
No, I totally get it. Also, like the type of person I am, like I'm just so like adverse to change. Like the idea of change in my head is like so good. I'm like, yes, like I need to change things. I'm so like sick of having the same old life. But like yeah, actually like implement these changes and going for things, like it takes so much effort, and I feel like I just like can't do it sometimes. So yeah, I don't know. But lately, it's just like simple things that I'll do to make myself feel different. Like, I want to dye my hair again, just so I can feel something different. You know,
just to feel something.
Just to feel something. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything that surprised you about being an adult?
I like on TikTok, you see people who are like, adult friendships is seeing each other like once every 3 months, and I was like, yeah, like that's like dumb.
Yeah.
You know, people have time. People do not have time.
You know, I miss you too. We need to make plans to hang out. No, next week won't do. What about the week after? Oh, you can't do the week after? April 22nd? You know what? Let me get my calendar out since we're going into the month of May. How about May 1st? You can't do May 1st? Oh, honey, I get it. I gotta save some time for a mental breakdown too.
It just never lines up with anyone else. It's just so hard. I feel like no, it's like one of the worst parts of being an adult for me. It's like not being able to see my friends like every single day.
I know.
Like it's just so hard to like coordinate a day where like everyone's available to do stuff, and there's just like so many other barriers. Like there's time, money, distance. You know. That's another thing. Like with staying at home is having to watch people like move away, or like just being like the only one like left. Kind of. It's just weird and. I don't know. I feel like for me, like I definitely feel that distance on my friendships, even though like I still care for my friends the same. Just like you know, like when people are farther away, it's hard to keep in contact sometimes. And people are just busy. Yeah, adult friendships are also, I don't know, because I feel like I have known a majority of my friends for like most of my life. Just because like I am really close to them, and so having to make new friends as an adult is so weird because like I don't know like the norms, you know, because like I'll feel like kind of distant from people like new friends, but in their minds like they view me as like a close friend because like I'm just not used to not having like that much close contact with people. But yeah, as an adult it's just different. How do you know when you're maturing and like changing into like I guess a more adult version of yourself, or like or when you're just kind of like losing yourself? Because like don't a lot of adults like kind of fall into like what the 9 to 5 cycle, like they lose like their core self just to work in life.
I heard one of the guys I know talk about like, oh, you know, like I want to work more, like I just kind of want to go home, you know, like work and then come home. And I was like, who, like, has it already gotten to you that bad that you just don't remember that you can have like hobbies and interests and other stuff? There is more to life than work. Even if you are young, you shouldn't have to spend all your time working.
I know. It's just hard.
Shouldn't want to, anyways.
No, it's hard. Like I feel like a lot of older generations, like that's how they had to live or survive. Right. But like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of times, like I just have like, what's the word? Like cognitive dissonance. I can't see myself like having that life as an adult. To me, that's why like I don't feel like an adult, just because like I don't want my adult self to be like that. But like I don't have to be. Like I can still live my own life and figure out things for myself. But it's just hard again, break the cycle and break those norms. Yeah, and just like try to figure out what you want to do in life. It's just hard. That adds so much pressure.
I've been struggling. Because I do want to go back to college. That was what a lot of... Oh, I went on a trip, like, recently. But a lot of that was the pastor kind of telling me, like, oh, like, don't you want to go back to college? And everybody has been mentioning college to me. And I'm like, yes, of course I'd love to go back to college. One, I gotta save money. I'm paying my own tuition here. And two, I don't want to spend money on something because I feel like it would be better for me in the future. Well, that sounds bad. I don't want to do a career path because it would, like, profit me. I want to do a career path that will profit me, that I won't feel like I'm throwing away my years to, you know?
No, I feel you. Because, like, right now I'm in college and I feel like I kind of wasted these, like, young years of my life, you know? Just, like, working so hard in school and stuff. And I don't know. I feel like it's what, like, you're expected to do just because, you know, the traditional American life cycle, like, yeah, you're 18, 22, you're in college and you're figuring stuff out. But, like, obviously, like, it doesn't happen for everyone. And, like, some people I know, like, go back to school, like, when they finally figure out what they're truly passionate about, which I think is so cool. But, yeah, a lot of times I'm wondering if I'm, like, really interested in what I'm learning, or, like, if I'm actually passionate about this certain job I'm doing, or I might just go with the flow. But I feel like oftentimes, like, I'm just too scared to, like, see what else is out there. Yeah, because for me, like, I'm very, like, cookie cutter. Like, I picked one major, I've stayed in it, like, and I'm about to graduate, and then I don't know. We'll see what happens when I actually get a job, see if I like it. I might just have a whole crisis, be like, I hate this path, I hate this job. So we'll see. I might have wasted my years. But I don't know. There's just a lot of pressure, like I said.
Yeah. Especially coming from, like, kids of parents that aren't from here. It is, like, what's highly expected of you is to go to high school, graduate, go to college, get your degree, and get a good paying job. But it's not that, like, linear of a line, unfortunately. As much as parents will try to tell you it is.
No, my parents want me to get in and out as fast as possible. To, like, I'm, like, start making money again for myself. Also, like, support them eventually. And, the pressure of being, like, a first generation person is just hard. And that's also something that I was thinking about a lot, was like, I don't want to, like, I guess fail in certain ways, just because, like, it's not, like, just my life that is being affected. It's also, like, my parents, because they, like, pay for my schooling and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's hard, yeah. I think it's interesting to watch our parents, because my parents, like, their whole life is work and church.
Yeah.
Like, they don't really have much else. Like, they have hobbies and
We've
stuff.
We've talked about this. No.
Bleep that out.
I will. I'm editing this.
Just a reminder. Yeah, go ahead.
How we never really see our parents with friends.
Yeah, my coworker and I talk about this a lot, because, like, our traditional parents, yeah, they're just working all the time, and it sucks. But, like, again, they're kind of always in survival mode. Like, even after like they supposedly got a better life here, like, they still have to work hard for the things they have and be able to maintain it. And also, like, our families, at least my family, like, this supports, like, people back home a lot too. I'm like, there's just so much pressure everywhere. Yeah. But yeah, my parents don't really be having friends outside of, like, church. I'm like, it's a little concerning, but honestly,
that's what I think about a lot. Is, like, I only ever see my parents with, like, family or with people from church.
Yeah.
And that's, like, about where that is, because they don't go out to, like, dinner or to hang out with people.
I don't know. My parents are also just kind of introverts, so I kind of get it. That's where I get it from. But I don't know.
I'm an extrovert.
Really?
It's really fun to watch.
That's cute. But it just makes me sad. I'm like, you guys, like, in my head, I'm like, you guys can't be fully, like, fulfilled. just going to work and like living essentially the same day every day. I'm sorry, but my parents like
Yeah.
they really don't be having much variety in their lives. I'm like, I don't know, like I've talked to my mom about it a lot, and she's like, I'm happy with my life. Like she is happy to seeing her church friends here and then, and like just going to work and being with her family. But again, like if me personally, I don't think I can live that life. And maybe one day I will be like, and that's like that, and that's fine. But right now, that prospect of like the same life just scares me. I think it's cool to see like other people who like kind of veer off and have their own lives. Just to see like what else is out there. But yeah, I feel like we're just surrounded by like the same types of people a lot, so it's easy to get like roped up in that. But yeah, I've also been questioning a lot about like what I really want in my future, because right now I really have no idea. Again, I'm just going with the flow and seeing what happens.
You fuck around and find out.
Truly, yeah.
As a child, what did I think adulthood was gonna be?
That's a good question. I thought I'd enjoy free will more. Because right now, like, this is something I'm thinking a lot about. I have so much free will, like we all do. But, like, I just don't do, like, the crazy things I thought I would.
I know.
It's like, I can be anywhere.
I get, like, decision paralysis, dude.
No.
Where I'm like, I could spend my day doing, like, this, and this.
Yeah.
But then, like, trying to decide on it, I don't end up doing anything.
I know. I remember being as a kid, I was like, I'm so excited to be an adult and just be able to choose to do what I would do with my time. But now that I have that ability, I just don't. Like, decision paralysis is so true. Like, even when I'm like have free time at home, I'm like, I can like cook, I can like draw, I don't know, some random hobbies and stuff. I don't do anything. I just sit there. I'm like, oh, what the heck do I do? It's just too much pressure. But yeah, like the free will thing is so funny to me, especially because like, I don't know, like I could literally be anywhere. Like I can hop on a train, get out, go somewhere. I just don't do it. I feel like as an adult, I've become a little bit too reliant on routines. So when I have like off days or like breaks, like again, like I don't really do anything that I want to do.
Yeah.
Just because like I'm not used to being able to choose. Because like, as much as I hate work in school, I kind of like those days where I can just like kind of turn my brain off and go to work and go to school.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm doing every hour. I'm like, okay, I don't have to decide what I'm doing my day because it's already chosen for me. Yeah. I don't know, it's weird because I feel like work at school, like, it gives me some purpose, which kind of keeps me going, but also at the same time, like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Somewhere. I like routine because I just like the predictability of being like, oh,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna get up, I'll eat, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll go to work, I come home, I do something, I go to bed. But then at the same time, I hate routine because then I'm like, oh, I'm so bored, I don't want to do this anymore. And this is like my problem. I'm working like in between like 2 jobs, and both of them, I don't know, they get redundant at some point, and I'm just like I want to move on and do something else now. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I just need to explore more options.
I just need something like regularly to break up that routine, you know?
That's true.
That's why I have you here today.
True, this is not part of our daily routine.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know. I always have to like talk to somebody and be like, hey, let's do something this weekend because I literally need it or I won't get through the week.
Bruh, so real. Like the last 3 weeks, I've been kind of going through it because I've been like really busy with school and stuff, and then I got sick, and then now it's just like, you know, my mental health's going down. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just too easy to get stuck in the cycle, doing the same thing every day. So yeah, it's definitely good to do stuff like hang out with your friends and just do random fun stuff.
Just do something.
Yeah. I'm trying to think more about like what I thought adulthood was like as a kid, because I feel like that's a really interesting topic.
I don't know. I thought independence would be like a lot sooner. But then again, that's my fault. I'm 20 years old and I live with my parents. You're gonna be able to drink this year.
No, this could give me a crisis. No, I hate this. No, because okay, first of all, I just can't believe how fast time goes as an adult. That's something I want to talk about.
Yeah.
I can't.
I feel like we literally just graduated.
No, I know. I feel the same in a lot of ways. But then, like, I'll see people, like, from high school, I'm like, wow, like, you seem so different. But I don't know. I can't tell if that's just because I haven't seen them in a long time.
I think it's just because you're with yourself every day. So it's like those little minor changes, you aren't realizing them.
You're breaking my brain. But yeah, because I've always thought about this. I'm like, do people, like, because, like, with my friends who are, like, long distance, right? Like, I get that feeling all the time. Like, when I see them, like, a couple times a year, I'm like, whoa, you seem so different. But again, like, I'm with myself all the time. So I'm like, I can't tell that with myself. But I always wonder about that with my friends. I'm like, every time they see me, like, do I seem different? Do I seem like I've grown? Because truly, like, I don't feel like I have. But, like, obviously, you know, I must have in some ways. Yeah. That's something I also did nothing about when I was a kid. Is, like, I would still feel like the same. I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. You know when you're a kid and you just think about, like, your future self, especially, like, when you're a kid to a teen, you're like, when I'm a teen, I'm gonna be, like, this whole other person. Like, all my certain, like, flaws and, like, and stuff I don't like about myself, like, I'll be the total opposite. But, like, you don't realize that you'll still be yourself.
Yeah.
And that's just a weird concept to think about, like, especially, like, me now, I'm, like, the version of me who could, let's say, like, be a mom with, like, her own family, that's still gonna be me. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna be the one that has to deal with that. I'm like, I can't see myself doing it. It's just so funny. Like, sometimes, okay, I think I just have imposter syndrome, like, really bad imposter syndrome. Because, like, right now, I'm a student, I go to work, and sometimes I'm just, like, at work. I'm like, I have a job. Like, I can't believe me, like, I have a job. It's just so goofy to me, you know? Like, I just can't take myself seriously as an adult. So it's just funny to think about how, like, I will still always be me. And, like, this feeling might still always be around. Yeah. It's also a weird concept to me. Friends who I've made as an adult, which is so weird to say, but, like, they don't know, like, my childhood teen self.
Yeah.
That's just so weird to me. I'm like, because
I don't know that was an 8th grade dance that you just...
Why did you bring that up? It's not even that bad. I don't know why everyone...
I just think it's funny.
Why does everyone talk about it like everyone else wasn't also doing that? No. But
no, it's because it's such a zeitgeist, you know?
Dang, zeitgeist is a good word. Yeah. Damn, true. No, people will never know that about me.
They will never know.
Those memes. Me in the corner. Did they even know back in 8th grade? Yeah, that's so funny. I'm curious now, like, the people I've talked to as an adult, like, what do they think of me, like, upon first impression? Because, like, they have no idea, like, who I really am. Or, like, how goofy I can be. So, I don't know. I think, okay, this also goes with, like, professionalism. Being at work a lot. But, like, sometimes I can't tell if I'm just, like, kind of masking myself in order to, like, fit into, like, the professional mold. Or is it just, like, one version of me at work?
I've been thinking about this a lot.
No, because I'm like, is this, like, me pretending? Or is this actually, like, just, like, who I am at work?
No, because sometimes I get so burnt out and I'm like, damn, like, I'm really paid to, like, put on the smile on. Because I'm a cashier. Customer service. But I'm really paid to, like, you know, be really happy. But in that moment, I'm not feeling necessarily, like, negative about my job.
Yeah.
But, like, getting through, like, every interaction, you're like, oh, did you find everything alright, you know? And then, like, after, like, the week's over, I'm just kind of, like, in my room. Just, like, dead. I'm like,
yeah.
What happened? Huh?
Yeah. I think it's so interesting that, like, because, like, you learn who you are as you go on. So it's just weird. I just can't, like, decipher. I'm like, is this actually who I am? Like, or how I'm changing into? Or is it just all, like, fake? I really don't know.
Yeah. That's imposter syndrome.
Yeah. It's just so funny to me. Or, like, I don't know. Oh, that's a good question. Do you think the people in your life, like, treat you like an adult?
No. Because mostly I interact with, like, family and stuff. And in a lot of, like, the social groups I'm in, I'm just typically known as, like, the youngest. And so I feel like a lot of people do not see me as an adult.
Fair. This is random, but recently I went to the doctor to get my blood work done. And that was like one of the first times
What's
that
your blood type?
I don't even know, but they didn't even call me back.
Bruh.
I've been trying to figure out my blood type my whole life.
Me too.
Do you know yours?
No.
Oh. My doctor was supposed to call me with my blood work, but I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But I had my parents drive me because I don't want to drive home after a blood test. I don't know why. It just kind of freaks me out. Even though like I know it's fine.
Yeah.
But it's one of the first times like I was able. It sounds so stupid, but to go to the doctor appointment like by myself, like I was in control of it, because like I haven't been to doctor since like pre-COVID. And back then, like my parents would still try like to join me with my appointments. Just because like they're very concerned. Plus, I also go to a Vietnamese doctor, for, like language barrier and stuff, but whatever. But like, I was really adamant at the time. I'm like, guys, I'm like literally 20 years old. I'm like, leave me alone. Like, I'll talk to the doctor, you know. And so I don't know, it's just a moment for me. I'm like, you know what? Like, I can survive being an adult and just like going through life on my own. Because even like I started going out by myself. Like even in middle school, I should have been doing a lot of things. Like it wasn't even anything bad. It's literally just me walking 20 minutes to the store by myself. Like, but back then when I was like 13, maybe I should have done that just because our area is kind of dangerous.
No, real.
But
I think my parents are more worried now than they were then. Or I just be like, hey, I'm going to the store. No,
tell me why I was always walking out by myself to the store. I'm like in the dark sometimes. I'm like, girl, that's not safe. But I remember back then like figuring out like just like stuff like that by myself felt like so weird. But now like it still feels weird to me sometimes. I'm like I get like anxious ordering sometimes still. I'm like, but it's part of being an adult, you know. It's like I have to do this.
That's the one aspect I have gotten so much better with. It's like those very necessary tasks.
Yeah, that's essentially what I'm trying to say with the whole doctor thing. I'm like, yeah, like I can do it, but like again, it pushes it. I'm like, it just never feels like I'm doing it right. Right. Even though like I'm probably doing fine, because like I've never done this before, so. Yeah. I get stressed out thinking about like buying insurance.
No, real. My parents, because you know language barriers and stuff, they'll like give me so much of their paperwork, and this has been going on for like since I was young.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're handing me a paper from like the court? I'm like, I don't understand what half this means, but okay.
They're like, Kelly, tell me, do I have to go to court or not? I'm like, I don't know. No, yeah. But let's see, how old am I? 20. Once I'm 26, I need to find my own insurance, and that stresses me out because I don't know how to do that and how I'm gonna do that, but I'll figure it out. Like my taxes, I didn't know how to do it. I still just kind of go with the flow sometimes. I'm like, I think I'm doing this right. No one has yelled at me so far.
I'm not in jail.
Yeah, IRS hasn't got me yet.
Yeah,
not a good joke, but
IRS for legal reasons. This is.
I did file my taxes. Check. I did.
Here's my social security number.
Oh my, this is so stupid. Someone asked me what it was, and I like forgot. Just because I haven't used it in a while.
I have not memorized my social security.
See, I can't do, like, okay, I think the worst part of adulting, for me, is paperwork or like documents. I cannot keep track of things. Like, I'm pretty sure low-key, I might have lost my passport. Don't tell my mom that, but I don't know. I just can't keep track of like everything on paper.
Let's go get new passports.
That process is hell. I don't want to do it.
I need my passport because my parents want to send me to Mexico.
For college? No. Because I've already talked about that.
You mentioned.
But yeah. How about you? What part of adulting are you worst
at? This is just what I've always been bad at, is I'm very irresponsible. There's just a lot of times I know I should be doing something, or I should do something by a certain time. I have so many things on my calendar now, where it's like car payment, you know, like make a dentist appointment, then like even with a reminder, I like kind of like, no, I'll do it. I'll get to it.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me. A big part of adulting is just realizing that you're responsible for yourself. I kind of hate it.
No, real.
Like, I don't
what do you mean I have to make my own dentist appointment?
Yeah.
I'm not calling my dentist.
Yeah. I just like, it's just a lot of pressure again, because like, if something happens to me, like, it's kind of my fault at the end of the day. Like, I have no one else to blame. Like, I can't be like, my mom never told me, like, you know, it's really all on me. And that's kind of scary. Yeah.
It's adulthood.
I like don't know how our parents did it. Literally coming here like from whatever age they were. And like, I figured out by themselves. I'm like, because even with like having so much more support than they ever did, I still feel like so lost.
Yeah. But it gives me hope they'll figure it out at some point, you know?
I'm glad that it gives you the hope.
Through sheer will and determination, you know, somehow it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to make a phone call to change something on my mom's like mobile account. They had me on hold for 3 hours.
Yeah,
3.5
I'm not happy
hours.
I've never had to go through that.
And I had to call, and then it was just like the main service line. They're like, okay, we'll transfer you to tech. And then tech put me on hold for an hour. And then tech was like, oh, actually, we need your mom to do this.
Oh.
So we'll transfer you to tech in Spanish. And then that was another 3 hours. That's the worst part of adulthood.
Yeah. You know what? Let's be more positive. What's the best part of adulthood for you? I just like the small bits of independence where like I'm just by myself and free. Like it's not like even just driving to get my coffee. I'm like, this is nice. Like back then, like I could have done this. You know, I'm just by myself in this moment. Or like just even like commuting to work. Like I hate commuting, but like I just like knowing that I can do it by myself and I just like go and take care of myself. Cause like I don't like having to wait up for other people. Or like having to depend on other people. That's a big thing for me. It's like if I can do it by myself, like if I can get this done by myself, I will. Because I don't want to like someone else to like fall through and then like that affects me. So I just like that aspect of like being able to take care of my own stuff. Like okay, like my job, like I could do all of it without like my family being involved or whatever. So I like that. Yeah. Or like sometimes like just those times where I go to the store just by myself to like block out stuff. It's just fun. So I try to like find enjoyment in those like small things, like getting coffee, going to the grocery store, and things like that.
I like being financially responsible for myself, you know?
That's a big thing. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy that I never had like what is it? Like a bank account like under my parents.
I did, but they never like monitored it.
Really? That's good. A lot of parents do to their children. But yeah, but you're so right. Being financially like independent is very nice.
I decide where my money goes to, even if it does mostly go to bills and car payments.
It's so stupid, but the first thing that you can do when you're 18, sign stuff by yourself, feels so good. Don't have to be like frick, like my mom forgot to sign it again. I'm like, I can just sign it.
To be fair, for legal reasons, this is gonna be a joke.
Yeah.
I've been forging my mom's signature since like middle school.
Yeah. Real. Yeah, a lot of parents won't do it, even if you tell them. Yeah, but it's just so nice where like I can just sign stuff, you know, a little bit too freely.
Real.
Like yeah, it's not my name on that. Yeah. Okay, this isn't like also stupid, but I need to get a real signature. Like I had the same one since I was like 10 years old. It's just my name in cursive. It's so bad, but I think I'm stuck with it now. It's like it's on my license. If I change it now, like they might like think I'm a whole different person.
No, real. Let's see, where's my license?
Don't flash your license on screen.
So guys, here's my social security. If you guys, that one is in the drawer somewhere.
I'm glad you know where it is. Do people carry around their social security?
Yes.
But why?
Some people just don't have it memorized.
Well, how often do you need it though?
Like I worked at. Actually, I will not be stating where I worked. But customer service in a place with credit card. Then and now, and they have to punch in their social. And I see people pulling it out all the time. So it's like, I guess people just carry it.
Yeah.
Look at that signature. It's changed even from there, but
really?
Yeah. I'll blur it out and everything on there, and like full censor bar over it.
They're like, damn, how big is it?
No chance. Yeah. If you guys do want my bottle drop QR code there.
Wait, what is that?
My bottle drop QR code.
Whoa, exposed. But yeah. I'm trying to think of like what other like small things as an adult that is just fun. You know what's sad? Oh, go ahead.
Photo card. The most important thing in there. What is sad, Kelly?
I have never bought myself, or anyone bought me, a lotto ticket. And I've been over 18 for 2 years now. Like, it's just one of the first things people could do when they're 18.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to jail. I haven't gotten a law ticket. Like, what am I doing? You know, that's why I feel the same. Because I haven't taken advantage of now what I can do when I'm 18. Oh my gosh, you know, that's something I haven't encountered yet, thankfully. Talking to, like, police or anything. I think I would shake in my boots.
Me too.
For no reason. Like,
I start, like, confessing to a crime
No,
I
yeah.
didn't even commit.
目撃情報によると、犯人は赤いラインの入ったベージュのトートバッグ。
ってまさかそんな。何この尋常じゃない反応。持ってるの？偽札持ってるの？いやいやまさかね。もう冗談よしてよみ。
Like, I could be totally innocent, but I'm like confessing. I'm like crying, sobbing. They're like, damn.
Don't tell my mom.
Yeah. I think I asked earlier, like, if people treat you like an adult. I think at church, like, people are like slowly seeing me as an adult, seeing how as like.
Me too, but only in the sense that they now know, like, they can like ask me to do things.
Oh yeah, real. Okay, I think low-key the only reason I've earned a little bit of respect is because like I still chose to go to church.
Right.
So they're like, you know what? Now I like her because she goes to church on her own without her parents. But anyways, it's just so weird. Like, it's weird to finally get like that recognition of being an adult sometimes. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying with that. I think one of my issues, maybe one of your issues you can relate to, is like not pushing back as much when you were younger, like towards your parents' boundaries and stuff. You know how some people now have so much more freedom just because like they get pushed back a lot. Really? Okay, never mind. Cut that out. Cut that whole bit out. Don't embarrass me.
No, I don't know. I think it's really interesting to think about. My parents were very strict on my sisters, but they've been very lenient on me. So it's really interesting to see that difference in how we ended up, you know? And by that, I mean we're both basically in the same place at this point. The only difference is I haven't got pregnant.
Scared me. Oh, this is random, but I wonder when or if my style will change. Because right now, I still dress the same as I did in high school. Like, I still dress very, like, comfy. But at what point do I have to dress, like an adult?
I don't know what that means.
No, but perhaps when I get, like, a big girl job and I get, like, real money, maybe get, like, I want to wear the whole, like, pantsuit thing. Have fun with that, you know? But I don't know.
There's an age for it, for sure.
I don't know. Like, I can't take myself as an adult seriously. Like, I cannot. Like, I just feel... I don't even know what I feel like. Because, like, I do feel very childish, but sometimes I'll have this boomer moments where I'm like, okay, this is a little bit too much for me. Do you want to talk more about, like, in what ways you feel childish?
No. Well, it's not like... I don't know. I think it's just like my habits and like mannerisms that I just haven't got rid of, so that makes me feel like childish.
That reminds me. I think that I've been saying bruh since I was in 4th grade. I think it's so funny to me. Because like it truly will never leave me, and I wonder like when I'm 60, will I still be saying bruh? Like it's honestly like my core trait at this point. Like it's never leaving me.
You're gonna be in one of those retirement homes. And they'll be like, sorry, Kelly, no more pudding for you. Bruh. Bruh.
They're like, what does bruh mean? I'm like, you'll never know. I think when I was a kid, I wanted my adult self to be like the cool adult. I don't know what that means. But you know, I always wonder like, I don't know, I hope I, again, like still have that youthful sense or like playful sense. Or like I'm just not so serious because I think that's one thing about adulthood that I really hated my entire life was like the idea of like being so serious.
That we've mistaken growing up with becoming boring, just doing the 8 to 5 and just kind of you and I, since I refuse to grow up. In fact, I asked my wife this morning, because I like to get other people's take on this. What is growing up to you? I asked her. She's like, I don't know. I never did, which I thought was a pretty fantastic response because when I think of grown-ups, I think of her, and I, for some reason, refuse to grow up all the way in the traditional sense.
Because I feel like everyone is such like...
Even now on like this trip, seeing like the older youth group leader like be more stressed out and all that. I'm I don't want to be like that.
I know.
Particularly.
I get why people are so stressed out.
No, yeah.
But no, I agree. I don't want to be old and grumpy at the end of the day. And I hope I don't. Yeah, I hope I don't take life too seriously. Like, but even with all the stressors, I hope I'm able to like cope with it well, and still be able to just like live lightly. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just always want to be like understanding of other people. Because I feel like there's
some adults get hardened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad. Like I see a lot of people just like with such tough shells on because of what they've been through. Yeah, I hope I'm still able to be understanding of other people. Oh my gosh, if I ever turn to a Karen one day, kill me now. Like, no.
Put me down, like, please.
Yeah. What things like make you feel like a child again? I think for me, a big thing that helps me just like have fun and like be me is like watching movies. I don't know why, like my whole life I always liked it. So like I think if I'm ever in like a bad mood or like I just get too stuck in my work, I need to watch a good movie. Like that'll help me like calm me back down.
I just occasionally go back and watch stuff or like read stuff from my childhood.
That's so sweet. Yeah. I'm trying to. Is there like one core thing for your childhood that you keep going back to?
No. Well, kind of. Just like I don't know, certain YouTube Let's Plays and stuff.
Yes.
I just like really vividly recall, and I'll just like randomly think about them, and I'll look them up and see if they're still there.
Okay, this is like a really sad pivot. But I think one thing that's so hard about being an adult for me now is realizing that like when you're a child, like there's just so much like wonder because like you really don't know what's gonna happen in your life. Like, because when I was a kid, like when I imagined myself going to college, like it was just so fun to imagine, right? Because that's so many possibilities. Like I could go to this state, like have this life. But now that I'm here, like as I get older, it makes me sad to think about how like that opportunities are like lessened because of like, reality. You know, the reality hits. I'm like, oh, like I can't afford to like do whatever I want, truly. You know. And so I think that scares me about getting older. It's just realizing like the older you get, like the more you get to face reality sometimes and like make your own reality. I'm like, damn, like I must be a kid being able to like imagine like what my life could be like, and now I'm like, damn, it's actually happening to me. Like I'm living my life. You know. I think something else that I want to talk about was like aging, and just the concept of aging in general.
You're calling me old.
I'm older than you. I'm older than you.
Are you telling me I look old?
I think. Ooh, okay. Fun side question. Do you think that you look your age?
No. Yes. Yeah.
I think we look our age. I think I will always feel like I look a little younger. But yeah, I think we look our age. But back then, I hate myself for it. But back then, I would always be so mad about looking young. But now I should know, like, be grateful you look young. Like, damn. You don't know.
When else are you gonna get hit on by teenage
boys?
You
can show. Okay, you're bringing up like all my bad memories of growing up. No, that's a good one. I appreciate that. Okay, but the reason why I'm bringing up the concept of aging was that one scene in Barbie, the bus stop scene, like the old lady. That, it made me want to cry when I watched Barbie.
Me too.
But that scene was so beautiful. Just like realizing like how beautiful aging is. Because my whole life I've always been so scared of it. Because like I watched like my parents like be adults and like how like they kind of lost themselves, and so I was kind of scared of like doing that. But also just because like media puts so much emphasis on like youth. Like high school is the best years of your life. Like college is the best years of your life. Like people don't realize like life keeps going on after.
Yeah.
And so I think that's something that I'm also realizing like I'm still living life. Like life doesn't end until it, until
Ends.
you end. But yeah, but there's so much more to life and like so many things to look forward to. I think that's really cool. And like it's so much learning to do as you grow older, which I think is so cool. I don't know if you had the same experience, but at one point, like I felt like I was so like naive because I thought that I knew everything already. Like let's say like I was 16. I was like, I know everything. Like I know about like the injustice of the world. Like I know like how to think and how to perceive the world.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I knew everything, but like as I keep getting older, I realized that I really like know nothing all the time. And so like I kind of like that, just knowing that I know nothing. That sounds so stupid, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but I've been trying to like change my mindset about like just aging in general and being more excited about it. There are a lot of downsides to it, like physically, my body is taking tolls already. I'm like, my back already hurts. I'm like, how am I gonna survive until I'm 60? Like my back is just not gonna exist when I'm 60.
My knees sometimes just feel like giving out, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I don't know, but I think it's exciting. Like, I guess I'll look forward to what I'll be like when I'm 60. And see what life is like from there.
I think a way to keep yourself kind of interested in life is that you can only experience like things for the first time once.
Yeah.
And there's so many things you have not experienced in your life yet.
Oh, that's sweet. No, I agree.
There's always something out there waiting for you.
Yeah. I think I had that moment like very recently too, where I was like, there's still so much that I haven't experienced. Like, I don't know, like even simple stuff. Like right now, like the leaves are really pretty where we're at.
Yeah.
So I don't know, just really nice to experience. I just forget like how much life there is and how much possibility there is. Again, because like we kind of live the same life.
Mm-hmm.
So just nice to remind yourself like what else is out there and what could be.
That's why vacations are nice. It's because you kind of get yourself out of what you know.
I agree.
So New York next year.
Mm-hmm. See you guys there. Meet and greet.
Maybe.
Meet and greet with me and you. So yeah.
And only us, because I don't think anyone's actually going to be there. But
yeah. Okay. Should we end on a happier note? I feel sad.
Nope. That's adulthood, Kelly. It's all sad.
No, don't give that message to people.
No, there's so much to experience.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to think of like a fun question to end it on.
We could just end up on like advice.
Ooh. Okay. Advice for what?
Someone going into adulthood. Yeah, you're 17, 18,
Oh.
graduating high school.
I guess I would say just like be open-minded to anything that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like don't push away new people or new experiences. Just like say yes to things that you can say yes to, and then from there like explore more of what you like and what you don't like. Yeah, the part of life is just exploring and experiencing things.
I'd say don't put too much pressure on yourself to do feel like you have to have everything set by a certain age, because there's like no way for you to know what's going to happen in those years and where you'll truly be at. Be open to new experiences. Be open to feeling uncomfortable. And if you need a break, take it.
That's good. I like it. I also vouch for that.
Vouch?
Yeah. Another great ending. No outro. Just kind of.